Hello and welcome to Tallahassee, Florida on a night where the war chant and the tomahawk chop are reverberating around this stadium as the Florida State Seminoles are ready to open another season at Doak Campbell Stadium. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Syracuse Orange taking on the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense getting set for first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. The ball is out behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Here's the give off the left side. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
They'll give it to him again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Makes the catch. It's Bland. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run it from the gun. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They believe they can run right here. Open space at the 25. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the back. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic with his feet. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough when you got 4th in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going for it all. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's complete to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. Running with power. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10.
10-yard line. Second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll try it again. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Snap it to the back. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. A first down for the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He slings it deep to the left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
On second down, wants to throw. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Syracuse 7, Florida State 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the middle. And the pass hits, picked off. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
On second down, wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
A little screen to the running back. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down.
Touchdown, Cuse! What a catch and run for 6. On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
Florida State, 0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Benedict. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Florida State Seminoles will take over first and 10.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got his man on the outside. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. He wants to throw it again. Coming after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Wide out in motion. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy QB will look for early and often in this game.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles.
All kinds of room to the right. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Offense set on first down. He's going to pass. Going for the big play. Intercepted. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Keeps looking downfield. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Trying to get to it. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Ready to try the point after.
Number 3 with the catch in the end zone.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but Also, momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Going up top on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. He's open on the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Syracuse.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a three-spot on the board. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this...
He's got it!
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Second interception of the day for the Seminoles. It's like they've run a secondary out there with Deion Sanders, Terrell Buckley, and Lee Corso.
And what does Deion say? You know, look good, feel good, play good, get paid good. These guys in the secondary making plays. This man might have made himself some money at the next level.
Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Right back to the well. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Benedict. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quick catch on 3rd down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quarterback checking off. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, no!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Direct snap. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Orange! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Off play action on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Get set, get set.
Fast motion from the offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. He's got it. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
29 Philly.
He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the 1st down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Caught close to the marker, it's Kramer. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. From the red zone, looking for a space. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Snags it over the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Syracuse 31, Florida State 14.
1st down to start the drive after the break. They'll run it to the right. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Now he'll throw back into the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Illinois is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up by 21 over the Royals. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll throw it on first down. Grabs it in the middle.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Finds the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run from the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
A first down run on the doorstep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go.
Touchdown, Syracuse! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Florida State, 21.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed. And going to throw it over the top of the D. And he hauls it in at the 30. All by himself down the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Throws to the wideout. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
Looking to go up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. It's a fumble. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cuse. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Noles racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, no!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. We waited so long to start the season, and just